Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another installment of Scott's Selections here for Wednesday, November 27th. Quick announcement, though. Main reason why I will be making this video now instead of tomorrow morning is because I'm actually going on a plane tomorrow to go to Florida to hang out with some relatives for the holidays. So I will be unavailable for the majority of the day tomorrow, which is why I'm making the video at roughly 2 a.m. now on Wednesday morning. But either or, without further ado, we're going to dive right into the play of the day, and it will be on an NBA matchup between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the San Antonio Spurs. And we actually like the total here. We're going to be taking the over 229.5, which is available on FanDuel at minus 110. Now, the main reason why we like the total is twofold. First of all, historically, both these teams, when they match up, it tends to go to the over. The over is 6-0 in the last 6 meetings. The over is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings in San Antonio. And both these teams so far this season play virtually no defense, as both teams are giving up 115 plus points per game while scoring at least 112. So both teams know how to score. Both teams are awful defensively, and we think there should be a decent amount of points in this game. These teams have already played once this season, and it ended up totaling 243 points. So I think that this total is a bit low. There is a reason why this line has started to climb from 228 up to 229, and just on the overnight lines alone, it is available at 229.5 in some spots as well, so you've already seen it jump up roughly a point and a half. I would expect this line to keep climbing. I would take it now. This line should probably end up somewhere in the 230 ranges, barring any injuries. And as far as I know, everybody is going to be playing. Towns is healthy, Wiggins is healthy with the Spurs. You also have DeRozan healthy, Aldridge healthy, everyone's healthy. So for that reason, I would lean to the over, as just based on the way that these two teams have played each other recently, as well as the way that these teams have been made up this season in terms of playing a lot of offense and pretty much no defense. I will be taking the over, and that will be the play of the day. Now, for some of the leans on today's card, I can't really give you a full description of all the leans because of the fact that some of the lines in college basketball are not up yet because some of the games ended relatively late. But with the lines available, I will give out some leans on those. First lean is on Michigan. That game is going to be at noon against Iowa State. Even though John Beilein left, Juwan Howard's team actually looks pretty good this season, and I think Michigan is going to be a potential threat to make a run in the Big Ten. In the tournaments, they usually do. But as a whole, Michigan, money's already come in on them. They've gone from -2 to -3. Available at -2.5 in some spots. I will lean to Michigan there at the 2.5, as I think this line will probably continue to balloon upward. Other than that, though, a lot of games in the middle of tournaments or the start of tournaments, so it's pretty tough to predict, as you've pretty much been able to tell with some of my recent picks. But either or, looking at some of the other matchups, based on line movement alone, I would lean to Hofstra tomorrow against San Diego. Hofstra's been bet up from Pick'em to -1.5. San Diego's been pretty underwhelming, as the Toreros seem pretty lost whether they're at home or they're on the road. Hofstra, they did struggle in their opener against San Jose State, which is absolutely abysmal, but they have actually looked pretty good since then, and I would lean to Hofstra, as I think they should be able to get the job done. Other than that, though, looking at some of the other games on the card in the NBA, switching gears here, I would lean to the what do I like? I'll lean to the Bucks -14.5 against Atlanta. Atlanta continues to be in free fall. Milwaukee, Giannis just scored 50-something points against Utah. They will be getting Middleton back, who's officially coming back for his first game in about 2 weeks. So Milwaukee actually just got stronger. Atlanta continues to completely implode. I think Milwaukee should win this game by 20-something points. Give me the Bucks in that one. Other than that, though, I'll take the Lakers -6 against New Orleans. It's Anthony Davis' first game back against the Pelicans. The Pelicans are going to be the fans will be booing him every time he touches the ball. I think Davis will look to go off. I think he'll have a big game. I think that the Lakers will force feed him to make sure that he has a good game, and I think the Lakers should end up winning behind a 30-15 performance by Anthony Davis. Lean to the Lakers there, -6. Looking at the rest of the card, though, I like the Clippers tomorrow. That line is not up right now because there are still some injury concerns regarding Ja Morant and whether he will play or not. Clippers are playing the second of a back-to-back, but they ended up just smacking the Mavericks yesterday. They were able to rest some of the big pieces in the second half, so I think that they should probably be playing, especially after the NBA gave out that whole memo thing regarding load management. I think teams will probably stop resting their players as frequently as they have been. unless they have some legitimate injury concern, which isn't the case with the Clippers. Lean to the Clippers in that one. I think Morant, if he does play, I think he'll be limited, and I think the Clippers should be able to win that game pretty easily. Other than that, though, play of the day once again will be on the Spurs and the Timberwolves over 229.5, which is available on FanDuel at -110. Other than that, though, that's going to be this installment of Scott's Selections for Wednesday, November 27th. Good luck to all of you and your respective bets today. Bye, everyone.